Hey, what's going on tonight, man?
I'm talking about Sarge and you.
Oh, you know that. Let's get out there.
I was just going to tell you that I've been rude lately when we've been meeting for our film things.
Yes.
And I just wanted to apologize for being like abrupt and curt sometimes. 'Cause I do think you're a great writer.
Thank you, bro.
And sometimes...
It means a lot to me. You know
Thanks,
that.
yeah. And sometimes I feel like I'm a little curt.
You are.
When I deal with stuff, but it's not dissing your writing talent, because I think you are super talented, and that's why I like to work with you.
No, thank you. And by the way, I want to learn. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get better all the time.
Right.
You know, it's like, even though sometimes some things might not hit me well, like, I'm still, like, later or whatever, I'm thinking about it. And
right.
I'm like, you know, okay, what am I doing that's running angry? Or how can I write this more out of the plot? And, you know, organic to the characters and so on. So, you know, I mean, in a lot of ways, it's helpful. And I always feel, and I've told you this, that, you know, I constantly get better when I work with you. So,
right.
You know. But thank you for saying that, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but more than the apology is to let you know that I think you're a good writer. And I think you're awesome at your craft.
Take away the apology.
No, the apology still exists. But I want you to get the underlying message.
Here's what I want you to do today. We're halfway through the challenge, and we're going to take a step backward. And we're going to forget everything we know and we've learned so far. And we're going to do a little piece today that's going to calibrate your game. In other words, week 1, we helped you get over your approach anxiety. Week 2, we started stacking on all little pieces that are going to make an opener super powerful and always effective. Week 3, all the pieces that will get you a phone number are going to come into place. But before we do that, here's what we're going to do. Your task today is to go out and make 3 people feel good about themselves. And why are we doing this exercise? Why are we going to go new agey and go call people or talk to people and try and make them feel better about themselves? Here's the reason. I had a guy visit me recently. He's been in the community for at least a year and a half. He knows all the routines, he knows all the material, yet he's still a virgin. So I tried to figure out why, and I watched him sarge. And here's what happened. Whenever he went out sarging, it was all about him. He went out, he was trying to get validation from everybody else. So he wasn't giving, he was taking. And this would happen to me too in the early days. I'd go out with some of the guys in the book. And we'd go out and we'd feel like we were doing all the routines, we were doing everything perfectly, we were so damn interesting compared to other people, but we could never hit that hook point where someone was interested in us. We figured out it was because we were coming across as needy. All our routines, we were saying, please like us, please approve of us. So today we're going to let go of our need for approval and go out and try and make other people feel good about themselves. And even the most hardcore parts about a pickup, like the negs and the disqualifiers, those are actually about making someone feel good about themselves. If that doesn't make sense, let me explain. If you walk up to a woman who's very attractive and you say, oh gosh, you're beautiful, she hears that all the time. She usually discounts the comment and figures you just want to sleep with her. If you walk up to her and you take away her validation, and then you let her earn it back, then she feels good about herself. So today, I don't want you to go to the mall to look for girls. I don't want you to go to a coffee shop or a bar or a club to sarge. I just want you to go about your daily life. But 3 times during the day, I want you to go out of your way to make someone feel good about themselves. Whether it's, you know, giving a homeless person $5. Whether it's, maybe you're driving on the freeway, someone's trying to get in, it's stopping, letting them go in, giving them a friendly wave. Whether it's calling a friend or family member and thanking them for things. Here's the deal. Of the 3 people who you make feel better about themselves, only 1 can be on the telephone. Finally, 1 of them must be a stranger. It's okay to do it with 2 people you know, co-workers, family, friends, but 1 of them must be a stranger. And look for what they need. If someone's bought a brand new car, you see them pulling up and it's still got the dealer plates, they don't even have their license plates yet, go compliment them on their new car, because you know they just spent a lot of money, and it'd be great for them to get a compliment on that. Somebody else, maybe you notice they feel insecure about something. Compliment them in a way that'll make them feel secure about whatever it is. Like when I did this, there was a girl in a club and she was all alone in this sort of slouchy white dress, And I walked up to her and I said, me and my friends were noticing you, and we actually thought you were one of the coolest people in this club. So I just wanted to let you know and pay you that compliment. And again, this isn't about complimenting people. It's about seeing what they need to feel good about themselves. So go out, make 3 people feel good about themselves with no thought for yourself and no worry about what they think about you. Just have that radar in your head. Let me explain. When I would teach workshops, I can tell right away, instantly, who's going to do well and who won't. How can I tell? It's about energetic. People who are needy, like their eyes just suck your energy out, and you don't want to talk to them because they're so needy and they need validation, and it's almost like they're just in their head computing what you think of them all the time. People who do great at this game are charismatic. They radiate like an energy that's warm and great to be around. Tommy Lee. Why is Tommy Lee more successful than almost anybody else, even more famous, more rich, better looking rock stars? The reason is because he's like this big happy baby. When you're around him, nothing else exists. His attention is totally focused on you. He's constantly just making you feel good about yourself, making you have fun, making sure you're part of the gang. I'm not saying be like Tommy Lee or be some kind of cheerleader for life, though negativity isn't a bad thing to have in the Sarge. But go out today, make people feel good about themselves, and remember that when you're out there in the field, that's ultimately, in the end, your goal. Because if you can do that, people are going to want to be around you. And that's one to grow on.